Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression and kind of like a first initial review on the new Neutrogena Hydraboost Hydrating Tint and Hydraboost Hydrating Concealer. I went shopping with my little sister over the weekend, and when we were in the makeup aisle, I was just drawn to this because it's called Hydraboost. I have really dry skin, so I thought that this would be cool to kind of test out and review for you guys. And I've never used a Neutrogena foundation, or I don't think I've ever used a Neutrogena concealer too. If I have, it's been a really long time. I'm considering it my first time because I can't think of a time off the top of my head when I've ever used Neutrogena complexion products. So I'm excited. So if you guys are interested, please be sure to keep watching. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and please give this video a thumbs up. So this is the Hydraboost Hydrating Tint and then the Hydraboost Hydrating Concealer. And then the concealer I'm actually really excited about because it's got that balm in the core, so it kind of initially made me think of the Benefit Fake Up concealer, which I never tried, so I'm excited to try these. So I'm going to start off by priming my face a little bit. I'm going to use the Skindinavia Makeup Primer Spray. For my nose, I always use the Becca Matte and Poreless one. It really keeps everything nice and matte for the entire day. Alright, so I figured we'd just go first in with application and then read off the claims. I got mine in the shade Honey, so I'm really excited to just kind of like dive into it for the first time with you guys. So we'll just open it on camera. I was not expecting that. I'm going to do a couple stripes. That looks pretty full coverage to me, guys. This does not look like a tint. Put a little bit on the forehead. Do it under the eyes. I'm going to do my nose here. So for blending, I'm going to do fingers and then a beauty blender. So I'm just going to try blending it out with my fingers. I hope this color match is good. They didn't have that big of a shade selection, so I was kind of worried, but this looks good. It looks pretty streaky with my fingers. Like I can see all the places I put it. So I'm just going to do the sponge because I know I'll like that better. I just love the beauty blender. But the sponge is so much better. I mean, just this side and compared to that side, the sponge just like really applies this nicely. I really like it. I mean, as I'm blending it out, I'm like, wow, this looks good. It's just putting a nice little veil of coverage on the skin. And just like overall evened out the skin. And it is, I would consider this, yes, a tint. For some reason, it just looked so full coverage the first initial swipe. But now that it's blended out, it looks really pretty. Alright, so first layer of the Neutrogena Moisture Boost Hydrating Tint. Hydro Boost Moisturizing Tint. I think it looks overall really good. In a matte finish, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a dewier finish. I know you can still see the moisturizer under my skin, but that's reflecting the light. Overall, I would consider this a pretty matte finish. So I'm just going to do a couple swipes closer to the center of my face where I want more coverage. And I'm going to blend it out with the Beauty Blender. I think this actually applies really well with the Beauty Blender. I really, really like the coverage and the finish of it. I think it's very pretty. So I'm going to stick with 2 layers. And now I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Concealer. So I got mine in the shade Light, which doesn't look very light. There was a shade lighter than this. Actually, it is light. For some reason, in this, it doesn't look very light to me though, but whatever. So I'm going to put this under my eyes. And it really just kind of glides over your skin like butter. It has a really unique feeling. So I'm going to apply this like that. I'm going to try to do a little bit of highlighting with it because I typically do highlight with concealers, so we'll see how this holds up. This is really sheer coverage of concealer. It's not full coverage at all. I would say this is like light to medium coverage. It just kind of blends away into nothing, which is not a bad thing. Like I think it looks really beautiful and natural. But if you're wanting something that's more full coverage with a concealer, this might not be your first best option. But it is very like creamy and smooth on the skin, so I think a lot of people with dry skin would really like the concealer too. Alright, so here is my face with 2 layers of the moisture tint and 1 layer of concealer, and overall I'm really happy with this. I really like the finish. It feels very comfortable and lightweight on the skin. I don't necessarily feel the moisture tint on my face. I can feel the concealer, but it's not because I feel like I'm wearing makeup under my eyes. It's more like I feel like I have eye cream under my eyes, but it's not an annoying feeling. It's just something that I'm aware of, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go in and just powder my face and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll do my first check-in with you guys. Hey guys, so it's a little bit past 10 a.m. I know I was gonna do a 9:30 check-in, but my dad ended up calling me and I was on the phone for like 20 minutes, so we're just gonna count this as my 1-hour check-in because I did put the moisture tint and the concealer on around 9 a.m. So this is after an hour of wear. I mean, I really love it. I think it looks so pretty, so natural. I don't really even like feel like I have anything on my skin. The only where I feel like I have product on and I'm like aware of it is underneath my eyes, but that's because the concealer does definitely feel like an eye cream. It's not uncomfortable, it's just I feel it. Even though I did put powder on top, I still feel it. But when I touch my skin, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. And all in all, I'm just really, really happy with the finish and the coverage. And I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, but I think it looks really, really great, especially in person. I hope it's translating as good on camera as it looks in person, because I mean, I can't even tell you guys, I really just love the finish of this, and I love the way it blended out and stuff. It's so nice, it's so pretty. All right guys, so let's read off the claims of the foundation. This is Neutrogena's Hydration Infused Weightless, I can't read that. It moisturizes and plumps skin for 24 hours. We're not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but we'll see if my skin feels more moisturized and plumped. It does not settle into fine lines. It boosts hydration for 24 hours for more radiant, smoother skin over time. And this, better for your skin than wearing no makeup at all. Make your skin even better even after you take it off. I don't know about that. All right, now for the concealer. Neutrogena's Hydraboost Concealer has a non-greasy, lightweight formula that glides onto skin, providing silky smooth, natural-looking coverage. Agree. I would say that it is lightweight because you can feel it on your skin, but it's not completely weightless like the Tint is, and it does just glide over your skin, so I would agree with that. Non-greasy, I would agree with that too. It's creamy and you feel it, but it doesn't feel greasy. These are the benefits. Unique hydrating core designed to instantly quench skin. I'd agree with that. It feels like an eye cream, like I said. No cakey finish. I'd agree with that. Better for your skin than wearing no makeup at all. Makes your skin even better after you take it off. There's that claim again. And then this is oil-free, non-comedogenic, ophthalmologist tested, safe for sensitive eyes and contact lens wearers. So these don't have any really crazy claims, and I would say overall I really do agree with all the claims. So far so good. I mean, I really like this, guys. I think it looks so good. So that's my first hour check-in with you guys. I'll check in with you guys in another couple hours. I'm probably gonna try to wear this maybe like a full 6 or 7 hours. So it is a little bit past noon, and I just want to say that I love this. I am genuinely so happy with the way that this looks. My under eyes have not creased. I mean, my skin just looks so nice, and I just love the way that it feels. It doesn't feel sticky, which is like one thing that I really like, and I just feel like I'm not wearing anything. Zoom you guys in, and I think everything looks great. I love it. No creasing, no transfer, no breakdown of anything, no settling, no clinging to dry patches. All in all, so happy with this. I'm back with another check-in. It is a little bit past 2. It is approximately 2:19 p.m. Nothing's changed. I still absolutely love this. So what I was thinking when I was looking at it, when I was like in my car and stuff, and actually I'm filming in front of a big window, so you guys are just getting to see this in natural light, which is awesome, because I think what a foundation looks like in natural light is really telling, and I think this looks amazing in natural light. But I just realized that this does not contain SPF, so I think that this could potentially be a really great photographing foundation, tint, whatever you want to consider it. I think you could wear this as a foundation. You'd be really happy because it builds. But so for my 2 p.m. check-in, nothing but amazingness. And here is the close-up, guys. I'm super happy with it. Guys, I'm here for my 6.5, almost 7-hour check-in. It's just 4:08, so I would consider this like my 7-hour check-in, actually, honestly, to be honest. We'll do 7-hour check-in. I will say that I feel like my under eyes have kind of lost a little bit of coverage, so I'm going to try doing a little bit of a touch-up. However, I'm honestly really impressed because, like I said, it's been 7 hours, so I'm just going to blend. Also just going to set it with a little bit of powder. I'm going to try to wear this about an hour or two more, 5:30, 6 o'clock, because at 6:30 I'm going to a workout class, and I don't wear makeup when I work out because, like clockwork, every time that I work out with makeup on, I break out. So I'm going to wear it till around then, and then we will see, and I'll do kind of like my final update and review for you guys. But so far so good. Alright guys, so it's a little bit past 6 o'clock, and I'm going to be doing my final check-in with you guys. I think this stuff is amazing. I really enjoyed the Neutrogena Hydraboost Moisture Tint. I feel like this lasted all day long. Granted it is cold, I didn't really sweat, so I don't know how this would perform during the summer months, but for these colder months in the Midwest winter, this was amazing. I didn't feel like this was drying on my skin at all, and I really genuinely felt like this was a weightless, no feeling type of makeup. I really did not feel this on my skin at all upon the initial application. I loved the finish of it, the coverage, the wear. I would give this probably like 4.5 out of 5 stars just because the shade range sucks. They don't have a very good shade range, but if you're lucky enough to get a shade that you think would match you, I definitely suggest trying this out, especially if you have dry skin. I do have a couple dry patches on the tops of my cheekbones, and I didn't feel like it clung to those. And as far as it being like really noticeably hydrating, I didn't feel that much in that aspect of it, but it wasn't drying and it didn't feel tacky or sticky on the skin, which is what I was initially feeling like this was going to be like. What? The name Hydraboost got me really excited because it could either be really great or really bad. It could either be really kind of like sticky and greasy because it's hydrating, or it could be just really great in a nice wearable foundation. That's exactly what I think it is. And I like the matte finish of it because it's a natural matte. It's not a chalky matte, but it keeps you from looking oily all day. And then the concealer I also really liked. I would probably give the concealer like 4 out of 5 stars. I would like it to have a little bit more coverage just from my own personal preference, but it's really natural and it is very hydrating under the eyes. You do feel this under your eyes. It's not a greasy, sticky feeling, but it's, like I said, it's like you have eye cream under there with a little bit of coverage, but I think it's a very natural, you know, kind of skin-like looking concealer. It doesn't look cakey, and because of that balm in the center, it really does hydrate and kind of glide over your skin like silk. I was worried that that was going to cause creasing, but I experienced no creases. I did set with a little bit of powder, but all in all, these were really, really impressive, and I have really nothing but good things to say about these. So I'm really excited that I tried these. If you guys have tried these, you have to let me know because I want to know your opinion on them too. Alright guys, so that's it for this one. You'll have to leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Is this something that you'd be interested in trying, or do you think that this would just not work for you? I want to know what you think. Leave me some comments down below if you have any questions or anything like that at all, and I'm going to have product links, information, everything that you guys want to know is going to be in the description box down below. Also, please be sure that you can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm going to have all 3 linked down below for you guys, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!